Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our end of year special edition from Movie Group Analytics. So as we are recording this, we are less than 2 hours away from the end of 2021. And so what we thought we might do is to give our list of the year's best film, worst film, and possibly best song.
And best series.
Oh, and possibly and best TV show. Yeah.
I'm not bagging anything. I don't have any worst.
That's alright.
It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Optional, yeah.
So I might kick this end of year review off with my list of the year's best and worst. So year's best, I think. There's a lot of good movies this year, but the one that I really liked is a very recent one, and it's actually Spiderman: No Way Home. Yeah, I think everybody.
Well, most people have seen it.
Yeah, everybody has seen it.
Most.
But bar a couple.
Except the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
We got a friend here join us.
Oh, got a surprise visitor.
Surprise visitor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's my favorite.
Your favorite movie?
So I remember when I was watching it with the audience, they were like cheering all the way. So I thought, it's a really good film to end the year with. It just got released in December. It's already like the highest grossing movie of the year, I think. So obviously a lot of people liked it, including myself. So that's my pick for top movie of the year. Now, worst movie, there isn't really one really bad movie that I saw this year. Although Venom 2 was kind of like a disappointment for me. Just wasn't, just didn't really do much for me, Venom 2. Although I had pretty higher expectations, given that the first one was pretty decent.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that's the worst for me, but it certainly wasn't the best.
Because you had high hopes and it didn't meet it.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, so those are my two choices for best and worst movie.
Okay.
So maybe we'll go to Jeff.
Okay. So a lot of good movies this year. Definitely Spiderman was one of them. But my favourite one maybe would be the James Bond one.
Oh, No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. With Daniel Craig. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting way to kind of show him and his next stage, I guess, in the James Bond saga. It was shot in a really lovely town, looks like in Italy, the backdrop, which I really liked. Especially when we can't travel much these days. So it's good to look into other areas of the world. Worst movie, I guess. I wouldn't say worst movie, but it was a fun movie. It was the jungle thing, the jungle.
Oh, Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
With The Rock
and Emily Blunt.
And Jack Whitehall.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was okay. Yeah.
It was okay.
A good choice.
It was just more for funny reasons and.
It's more for kids.
A fluff movie, really.
Family fun movie.
Yeah.
I guess it's supposed to be a family-friendly movie.
Family friendly. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
A lot of dad jokes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, dad jokes.
I love them.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Anyway.
All right. That's
Cool.
my movie side.
Alright, so we'll just do the movies first. Yep.
Yeah, we'll come back.
So alright, so my top movies. It's hard to pick. I've watched so many great movies over the year, and it's hard to pick just one. So I'm just going to name a few. Look, personally, I really enjoyed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I enjoyed that a lot for many reasons, and I actually really enjoyed the Suicide Squad a lot. That was great. And of course, Spider-Man: No Way Home. It was a spectacular
finish.
A lot of special surprises, special moments. No spoilers, yeah. And I gotta say, another honourable mention would be Free Guy. Actually, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Ryan Reynolds did such a great job in that movie. That definitely beat The Matrix 4. I mean, that was kind
I've seen
of
The Matrix yet. Ooh.
disappointment for me. I was a bit of a for this year. Unfortunately,
Oh,
Matrix.
really?
I had some hopes about it as well, but Matrix 4 it wasn't bad. It was okay, but it was one of the lowlights for this year for me. And
Yep,
yeah.
also watch our review of that because that was the last review of
Yeah.
the movies of this year.
that's right. Yeah.
Clearly, I didn't join in the review because I hadn't seen the film.
It was just last night, actually.
Yeah, just
But
last night.
still worth to watch though.
Still worth a
yeah.
watch.
Still worth a
Okay.
watch.
So that's my top movie and worst,
the worst
movie.
movie.
So how about you,
Oh,
Charmaine?
well, I don't have any worst movies, but I like all your choices so far. And clearly I prefer genres that we don't tend to watch. So my top film, hopefully it does fit into the year, is actually Nomadland with starring...
Actually,
Last
that
year or
was,
this
that was
year?
great.
I'm not
Close
sure.
enough. It was close.
Yeah, close enough.
Early this year. Early
Yeah,
I
so
saw that too, yeah.
I watched
Yeah,
this
I
year as
remember
well.
you saw
Yeah.
you mentioning that
Frances
you saw it.
McDormand.
Yeah, so I saw this by myself, and really engaging, gripping. Apart from her, I think all the other peripheral characters weren't actors, like they were really sort of themselves. And I think Catherine Jarl, who won the Best Director, totally deserved it as well. I think what makes it so different is that you don't need a lot of dialogue, but you can see from her interactions what she's struggling through. She's still trying to keep her chin up, and it's like a slice of struggling everyday Americans, so you don't see the whole Hollywood glamour side. So I really like that. No worse movies, but I'll mention other good films I've seen throughout the year. I quite like Dune. I know it's a love-hate thing out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know too much. I found out just when you listen to interviews and stuff that there's a remake, and I've never seen the previous version. I thought it was a really immersive. It's to me it sort of brings many different genres together, and I thought that was really good, and it touches on a lot of human issues like expectations, roles, responsibility. What else I liked? I like The Father, which is the movie version of a play I actually saw. So
Anthony
I saw
Hopkins, that one.
Anthony Hopkins, and
Yeah.
Olivia Colman. So I actually saw the Sydney Theatre production play of that film. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. And the other film I really enjoyed we saw together was The Last Duel.
That one was a good one.
Yeah, so they're the...
Surprisingly good one.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. I was going, and because I remember you saying you were expecting it to be more action. But it was more drama. I like the non-linear aspect of storytelling.
Yeah, I really like that as well.
And the subject matter was quite timely as well. Women's rights. Yeah.
So they're my top films.
Yeah. Jono.
Great.
For mine, people might think it would be No Way Home because I like all the Marvel stuff, but it was actually not.
Ooh.
Wrath of Man, Jason Statham.
Wrath of Man, wow.
Oh,
That
Wrath
was
of
the
Man.
Jason Statham one earlier this year.
Oh.
It also had a non-linear structure.
Right.
They really enjoyed that movie. Jason Statham played that part really well. And that, for me, beat out No Way Home.
Oh, wow. So would you say No Way Home would be your second then?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And it's also one that we actually did review in that group.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think we reviewed Wrath of Man.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Actually, I just remembered one that was really good. That's not a Marvel film, and it's actually...
You know what? It's okay. None of my ones I said
know.
were Marvel. Hopefully I don't get kicked out of that group.
No.
This group.
So
No,
this
no,
is-
no. Everyone's got their diverse.
Yeah, that's why...
it's good to have a
My
diverse
top wasn't a Marvel, so...
selection of movies. It's good.
So this is an honorable mention from me. Tick Tick Boom.
Oh.
Andrew Garfield.
Right.
One of the highlights
yeah.
for me. Andrew Garfield, he was. He
Brilliant
could
actor.
sing, he could act, he could dance.
Yeah.
The movie was just really well done. You can tell Andrew Garfield put a lot of heart and soul into the movie, and it really, it really conveyed how much an artist has to, how what it really takes to be in that sort of business.
Ooh, since you've slotted in an honourable mention, I might do the same.
Yeah.
I don't think it first came out in theatres this year, but it was certainly first broadcast on Australian television this year. It's a Scandinavian, yes, I will bring in a foreign film.
Foreign film. That's good.
It's was it Swedish or is it Danish? It's got Mads Mikkelsen in it, and it's called Another Round. And the premise is there is an actual philosopher who says that everyone should actually be living at a blood alcohol level of 0.05.
Okay.
And these bunch of teachers who are friends at a school decide to use that. All their careers and life is in a bit of a rut. In typical Scandi fashion, the dark comedy and the drama elements are just done perfectly. So you relate to all the characters. You see the funny side in a sort of a dark manner. And you really feel for them and their, predicaments, and you join in the revelry, and
you really feel the characters.
So highly recommend. And Mads Mikkelsen, brilliant.
Good actor. Yep. Should catch that sometime.
We should all watch that film then.
Yeah.
But the worst movie of the year definitely would be Alt.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
what's
think
that?
I've seen that yet.
I don't think I saw
I-
it. Who's in
I've
that
heard-
one?
None of us have seen that.
I've heard you say that it's the worst,
It's
but
the worst.
none of us have
Worst of
seen
all
that
time,
yet.
right?
Who's in that one?
M. Night Shyamalan's movie.
M. Night
His
Shyamalan.
latest.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a hit and miss, that
Yeah.
guy.
Yes, he is.
That was just the worst.
Of all time, right?
What made it so bad? Was it performance? Was it the storyline?
Well,
like
performance
a drama?
was really bad.
Ah.
There was no real story because everything contradicted each other.
Uh-huh.
The science that they were talking about, they kind of backtracked on that idea again because anyway, if you watch that story, watch it if you want to see that horribleness.
Okay.
But effectively, part of the story, in it, they said that dead cells won't degrade. But later in the movie, it actually did degrade. Because a dead body kind of faded away.
Right.
Like, what?
Okay.
They can't make up their mind which science they're doing because what they say is contradictory to what is actually happening.
Reading science,
So it's contradictory ideas, contradictory science.
So they initially put forward one idea, but then later on in the movie, they
practically contradicted it.
Yeah.
So it was
no
absolutely
consistency.
horrible, no consistency. The acting was not really terrible, but not believable.
Okay.
Okay. I still feel like I want to see it for myself, just to see how bad it really, really is.
How much of a car crash it might be.
So those are our best and worst movies. What about TV shows? Maybe we should...
Okay.
Maybe we
TV
should do this a lot quicker.
Okay.
All right.
TV
we
shows.
should do this a lot quicker.
Okay.
TV shows. Why don't we start with Jeff?
Okay.
Jeff, yes.
Say a couple of sentences each, you can describe why it's good. Yeah.
I like, the most recent one was Hawkeye, which is really good, with lots of surprise characters, if you've seen it. But I think I like WandaVision, because that one is
Unique.
very unique. It's got a good story behind it. It's leading up to another one.
Even stylistically, it was really diverse with the immersion of different TV shows.
Correct. So some characters, and good to see where it goes from there in the next Marvel.
The next season.
So other ones, What If was alright too. I like the Captain America one
Okay.
with Peggy Carter. Yeah.
Captain Britain,
So that was some of my favourites.
Yeah, so in terms of favourite TV shows, look, I know a lot of us have, selected a lot of Marvel stuff, or superheroes, but I'm sorry, but I gotta say, like, I watched quite a few Marvel series this year, and they've all been really good. It's just been hard to pick one, and like Wonder Vision's very unusual and great, just very strange, but nothing like that's been done before. So it's great in that way, and Loki with the time.
Oh, Loki,
The second timeline concepts, that's awesome, and I really enjoyed Hawkeye. Like, it was better than my expectations, and with some surprise appearances. But having said that, like, there's a number of Marvel series I've been watching this year. I just started watching recently. It's not from this year, but Daredevil. Like,
I like Daredevil.
That's one of the best. I swear, that's one of the best Marvel series ever.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's not like other Marvel series. It's more dark,
More
serious.
Street level.
Street level, dark, serious, gritty, and the storyline. The storyline's so good, and the characters the way the actors portray characters so well, and that's all I'll say. So I highly recommend anyone to watch Daredevil if they haven't yet. In terms of non-Marvel series, I did watch The Warrior.
Andrew Koji.
That's a great series.
Oh, Andrew Koji.
We saw him in Snake Eyes.
Yes.
Snake Eyes, yeah. So he was in this series.
Yeah, Joe.
It's based on Asian immigrants that went to San Francisco in the 1870s, and full drama and action, and I recommend that too. So I can keep it short. So
Cool.
yeah, that's my favorites of this year. So over to you.
I'll
Sham.
keep it short too. And again, I'm very thankful that these lovely Marvel fans include me all the time, even though I know next to nothing, so I'm learning lots.
Also known Marvel lovers too.
So in the same reflection as that, my TV shows, none of them are Marvel related. So, and none of them are actually new shows, but they did have a new season come out this year, so hence I'll mention them. Ghosts, the old BBC production, not the new American one. The third season came out this year, and there's, like all good BBC productions, you don't have so many episodes, but what you get from lack of quantity is quality. If you don't know, it's the same troupe that do Horrible History, so there's comedy, there's history, all rolled into one. The two other shows were introduced to me again. New seasons came out. The Witcher, the second season came out this year. First season was great. So yes. And then the other one, I think season 3 of Sex Education, which is another British show, and you see it from the protagonist is a high school student played by Asa Butterfield from Ender's Game, and I can't remember what other films. His mother is a sex therapist played by Gillian Anderson, and his best friend is a gay guy, and you see all these other characters from high school who are really different, but how they interact with each other and grapple with high school and sex is funny, heartwarming, endearing, and absolutely entertaining.
Wow.
Great.
What's the name
Great
of it?
summary review.
Sex Education.
Sex Education.
I don't know the British studio, but it's another British TV show, so highly recommend that.
Nice.
Well, essentially, my top one would be the same as a lot of others currently in the world who has actually watched the series.
Let me guess, Squid Game?
Of course.
See, my Western eyes still sort of go, that overacting drives me insane. I don't care what language we're watching it in. That over the top drama, I go, just tone it down. That's not realistic acting.
I'm
But
glad you mentioned that, John.
I had a funny feeling he would mention it, so I'm like, I'm going to be quiet about this.
It's great.
But yeah, that was really good acting. English one, maybe not so much.
Got to watch the original audio, right? In the
dub
Korean,
version,
the
you
Korean version.
Yeah, but I did actually like the story and what they were trying to portray.
Same.
Like social injustice.
Yeah, it's a social commentary.
That's right.
As a commentary of the world.
The haves, the have-nots, the desperation that they go to. That was really good.
Which we were unfortunately not able to finish.
Oh, we haven't.
That review. In
Yeah,
our
I think we went up to episode 2. And
We got up to 2.
Yeah, we got a bit busy with stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we should finish it sometime.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm up for that.
Yeah, we're all in different stages of that show. So
But overall, that was probably the TV series of the year.
great honorable mention there. Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, I agree with most of the choices. You know, all the Marvel shows, WandaVision, Loki, Falcon
agreed.
and the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye. Yeah, so I like all of them. I also mention one other show that I was following, which recently ended its 3-season run, and it's actually called Henna.
I heard of that.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
it's really
That's
well
the
done.
Amazon one, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so name is on Prime.
And because the main character's this girl,
Yeah.
assassin,
Trained assassin
yeah.
since she was like very small. It feels a lot like the Jason Bourne TVs, the movies, right? So if you like that kind of show, check out Henna. I think it's well worth watching. 3 seasons on Amazon Prime.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
so
mention.
that's it
Yes.
for our top
Top shows.
best of year, worst of year
shows and
list.
series. Yeah.
Yeah. Please comment below. Tell us if you agree, disagree. What are your top, top movies, top TV shows of the year? Yeah.
Like and
So
subscribe.
please like and subscribe,
If you like our videos, like and subscribe.
and we will see you in 2022.
Indeed.
In a couple of hours.
Couple of hours, yes.
It's a happy new year.
Yeah. Happy New Year, guys.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Everyone.
Year. Thank you.
See you in a
Bye.
year.